Okay, so I'm predicting the New England Patriots record. So looking at the roster, the Patriots to me have like one of the worst roster out there. Starting on offense, their skill position players really, their wide receivers specifically, are not good at all. Other than they have Douglas and a bunch of rookie wide receivers, and they're unless one of those guys can step up big time, those wide receivers are not gonna help either Brissett or Drake May. Stevenson should rebound a little bit. Possibly still a good but not great running back. Offensive line is mediocre at best, I'd say. The tackles are a little bit concerning, but they do have two good interior linemen. But whoever is starting, Jacoby Brissett or Drake May, I think they will struggle with those wide receivers. And Drake May specifically, I think he's still very raw, and he's so erratic with those short passes. And then on defense, I know a lot of people are expecting the Patriots to have a better defense, but I think their defense honestly might be only slightly better or even regress from last year. Gerard Mayo, he's going to be a downgrade from Bill Belichick. I don't surprise people aren't saying that, but I think he's going to be a downgrade from Belichick. Um, and they lost Judon, and they don't really have any pass rushing specialists anywhere. Like Barmore is okay, Bentley is all right, but they're not like great. They're all like average to above average players. They aren't like Matthew Judon level. Secondary should be good though, but that's about it. So your first game versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are looking to rebound. Patriots could keep this game close since the Bengals don't start off the year hot, but I think Bengals talent alone will get them the win. So I'm taking the Bengals here. Then week two versus the Seahawks. This one I think could be a very interesting game. I think this one could be a potential upset for the Patriots. They have home field advantage. And I don't really trust the Seahawks defense too much, so I think the Patriots offense can have a nice day. So I see the Patriots pulling off the upset. I think their D secondary can contain Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, so I'm taking the Pats here. In week three versus the Jets, um, Patriots usually almost always dominate the Jets. Like they've won like 15 of the last 16 times or something like crazy like that. However, I think the Jets they're just too talented right now. It's a Thursday nighter, short week. That defense is gonna rattle either Brissett or Drake May, who's out there. They're gonna shut down that Patriots offense. And I don't see those Patriots linebackers stopping Brees Hall, so I'm taking the Jets here. Then you have them versus the Niners. Niners just came off a Super Bowl. This should be an easy game for the Niners here. In week five versus the Dolphins, for the last few years, ever since Tom Brady left, the Dolphins have kind of dominated the Patriots, and I don't see that changing. I think that Dolphins run game um, does well versus the Patriots, and that Dolphins weak O line matches up well with the weak Patriots pass rush, and that Dolphins defense will do enough. So I'm going to take the Dolphins here. You have them versus the Texans. Texans, another team that I think talent alone will get the win over the Patriots. Those trio wide receivers, CJ Stroud will be too much for the Patriots. So I'm taking the Texans here. Then you have them versus the Jaguars. Jaguars, another team that is should be good enough, just talent alone beating the Patriots. That Jaguars defense, even though I'm not super high on them, I think they're going to be good enough to slow down um, the Patriots wide receiver. And that Jaguars offense can be good at times, so I'm taking the Jags here. Then you have them versus the Jets again. Like I said earlier, the Patriots almost always dominate the Jets, and even though the Jets are way more talented, I gotta take the Patriots here. They just find ways to beat the Jets. Then you have them versus the Titans. The Titans, I think, are an interesting team. I think the Patriots could potentially pull this one off, but I think that Will Levis, I think those trio of Titans wide receivers and Pollard and Tajay Spears will eke them a win. I think the Titans are slightly more balanced, so I'm taking the Titans here. In week 10 versus the Bears, similar. I think Bears, even with the rookie quarterback, I know the Patriots do well versus rookie quarterbacks, but I think that Bears defense can get the job done, and that offense should do just enough. So I'm taking the Bears here. Then you have them versus the Rams. Rams to me have one of the most talented offenses. That Patriots defense is really good, but I think the Rams have a better defense than the Patriots offense. I'm taking the Rams here, even with the big Patriots home field advantage. Then you have Week 12 versus the Dolphins again. Dolphins have home field advantage. It's been a while since the Patriots beat the Dolphins in Miami, so I'm taking the Dolphins here. Then Week 13 versus the Colts. This one I think can be a potential upset for the Patriots. The Colts, they're starting like pretty much a rookie quarterback in Anthony Richardson, and that Patriots defense, secondary specifically, is kind of sketchy. However, I think Jonathan Taylor, Pittman will do enough to get the win here, so I'm taking the Colts. Then you have Week 15 versus the Cardinals. Patriots are coming off of bye, which kind of negates the home field advantage a little bit. However, I think Cardinals are in a similar boat, except for the opposite route. I think that the Cardinals have a pretty good offense with Kyler Murray, um, and a bad defense with the Cardinals defense. However, I don't think the Patriots defense can stop Kyler Murray's legs, so I'm taking the Cardinals here. Week 16 versus the Bills. Bills are Super Bowl contenders. Um, I'm gonna take the Bills here. They do well versus the Patriots. And week 17 versus the Chargers. This one is gonna be a close game. Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. I don't trust that Chargers defense, but I do trust that Chargers running game, so I'm gonna take the Chargers here. Week 18 versus the Bills. I think the Patriots usually they split with the Bills, so I'm taking